Hi parents, I'm Cecilia Neufeld, and I'm here today to discuss with you geometric shapes. We're going to be discussing 3D shapes plus 2D shapes. So today I'm going to start with the 3D shapes. So in the 3D shapes there are three main vocabulary words that they need to know. One being a face. A face is the flat surface of a 3D shape. Then they need to know the edge. That would be the lines. But by definition, an edge is where two faces meet. And then a vertice, which would be the points or the corners. But by definition, a vertice is where three or more edges meet. So when we're talking about 3D shapes, we have prisms and pyramids. So by definition, a prism is any shape that will have rectangles connecting the top and the bottom. So right here, this would be a pentagonal prism because it's a pentagon at the top and the bottom, and there are rectangles connecting those. This right here, many people would say it's a cube. It's actually what we would call a square or rectangular prism because you've got this shape right here and then rectangles connecting the two. Now, by definition, this is a pyramid because a pyramid will have a base bottom and then all edges meet at the point or all at the point up at the top. And all your sides are triangular shaped. So this would be a squared prism because the bottom, squared pyramid, sorry. Because the bottom is a square, all of the sides are triangles, and they meet at the point at the top. So this is, and basic questions are like, which figure has more faces? Many times they want them to be able to identify them and be able to tell what they are. But for the most part, we need to remember a face is the flat part of a 3D figure. An edge are the lines or where two faces meet. And a vertice is your point or your corners. And when we're solving these problems, what we have them do is we have them trace the lines to count how many edges there are. So on this one, I would say you have to trace every single line and count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 faces. When we talk about 8 edges, when we talk about faces, I tell them, you look at the end and you would count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 4 sides going around plus a top and a bottom would be 6 faces. And then when we talk about the vertices, I make them number it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's 10 vertices. So now we're going to move on to what we call our quadrilaterals or our 2D shapes. And these can throw the children a little bit because they're very familiar with square and rectangle and triangle and how many sides those have. But many times when we get into the multi-sided shapes, when we get into our hexagons, and this is an octagon, and then this is a pentagon, those throw them a little bit more. And it's just more practice in order for them to get them. But something old new that we're throwing at them this year is quadrilaterals. And we have quadrilaterals, let me just do this real quick, that we need to talk about. So we have our trapezoid. By definition, it's 4-sided with one set of parallel lines. See, the top and the bottom are parallel. This is what we call a parallelogram, 4-sided, and it has 2 sets of parallel lines, the top and the bottom and the right and the left. And then this also right here would be a trapezoid. It just looks differently, but it's still parallel. This is a quadrilateral. However, it's not a rhombus because a rhombus has to have 4 equal sides in order to be a rhombus. It is also not a diamond. A diamond is not a geometric figure. A diamond is a rock that is found in the ground. So we need to really emphasize that to the children that this is not a diamond. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email or text your teacher. No, don't text her because you don't have her phone number, so just email her. Thanks. Bye.